program that will get these games made. If you're interested in supporting these games through charity, please follow the QR code on the screen when it pops up. And if
Alright, yo Moonies, okay. Oh jeez. Yo Moonies, what's up? See it, nigga. It's me, Moonlight-kun, and we're gonna be reacting to Black Voices in Gaming. Happy Summer Games Fest. So let's sit on. Okay, let's calm down and let's enjoy this ride. Oh boy. Dang, I just had a streaming hiccup right before the stream started, so please excuse our lateness. Or better yet, we finna on color people time, nigga. Alright, let's see. Twitch is working. So is Kick. So Street. And so's Restream.
If you're interested in investment opportunities, please hit us up as well. Without further delay,
Sid, nigga,
pass the mic to Lori and
you better fund us if you're rich Jews and Sid.
Thanks, Justin. My name
Hi,
is
Curtis.
And I am joined by my incredible host, a fantastic content creator by the name of...
Hi, my name is Lori, and I'm so excited to be here today with you, Curtis, for all of the trailers, all of the announcements.
Sid, motherfucker, we need to do like a paperback test and Sid, nigga.
Right into it. You down with that?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Hey, my name's Graham. I'm a Jamaican game developer, and this is my cozy island builder.
Let's smoke the ganja, man.
It's a game focused on creativity. No pressure, no rules to follow, just pure vibes.
Aw, Sid.
It's up to you.
The Bumble Clock game is another cozy game, nigga.
Whether it's a lush forest campsite or a vast deserted island. Our lands has dozens of things for you to decorate your islands with. And once you take a break from building, even more things are waiting to be found. Just poke around.
Oh my fudge.
Delightful surprises for you to experience.
Even the niggas have to deal with cozy games.
Now, once you think you're done, show off your hard work by making postcards and sharing them with your friends. Because good things should always be shared. Day or night, rain or shine, come and craft your little slice of paradise right here in our lands.
Oh my fudge. See blood clot, niggas. Jeez.
A princess, once beautiful beyond wonders of the flesh, now crawled the earth as her demonic mass pulsated lifelessly.
Okay, so we have a Castlevania ripoff. Alright. Or is it just called a Metroidvania? Well, the art style is beautiful. Yeah. Oh boy. Hey new viewer, what's up? Woo! Okay, all jokes aside, this is actually a pretty looking game. Yes. Woo! Woo. Alright, Bathory Heritage of Blood. That's actually a good game. And that's pretty surprising from the Black Voices in Gaming. Ah, Sid, nigga. Yo, my nigga, where's the next GTA, nigga? Sid, nigga. Wait a minute. I could have sworn... Wait. Is this based on an actual game? No, like... No. I remember playing this type of game as a kid. Like, there's a literal wooden board with these small indentations, and you put marbles in each one. I forgot what it was called, but dang. Now it's in video game form. Sid, nigga, this shit's gay as fuck. Sid, nigga. Sid, nigga. Oh man.
Brazilian identity was forged in the fire of a pirate rebellion.
Pass
We
the
didn't want
touchy
to
from the
just
left
make
hand
generic
side.
African rebel
Go
characters.
Cebola!
We are collaborating with historians,
I
specialists
sat
in
the
African
serif.
in colonial Bahia. We have researched this specific ethnicity to pick characters with real, distinct motivations. So in the crew, you will not just find generic Africans.
Aye, everyone
There
black
is
and
a
sit cause
Daomel
we was
warrior,
kings.
a
We was
blacksmith
kings
from
and see it.
Oyo, a hunter from
We was
Ife.
pirates and
Also
sit,
find people with
niggas.
very different motivations. Some of them just want to go back to Africa.
Monster
Others
Moose
want
to
to
sell the
beat
world,
the slave
nigga.
rebellion and
That's
dominate.
that's right,
And
nigga.
some have lost everything and are driven just by revenge. These clashing motivations create a dynamic conflict between them that evolve as you play. When the game begins, they have just taken control of the ship. They don't know each other yet, but they quickly realize they will have to overcome their differences if they want to survive.
Yeah, I'm a pirate
Your
and
role
looting this shit, nigga.
is to manage this
Yo, I feel that pirate shit in my blood, nigga.
So, if you want the ship to move faster, you need to put more people on
Let's
the
part
ship.
our
If you
culture,
want the
nigga.
ship to shoot
See
back,
it.
you need to put more people on the guns. This is how you play your revolution.
Okay, does this game take place in the Caribbean? If so, I would like to say, well, I don't see much historical accuracy. I mean, we all know the Spaniards, the conquistadors, they had better technology, as in better guns. Wink, wink.
You upgrade your ship and crew and rescue more people who join your cause. We just announced black sailors to the world, and the reaction was intense. We saw a lot of backlash from people who treated the simple act of portraying enslaved people with agency as some kind of agenda, but the support has been even louder. We realized that there is a massive audience of players who are hungry for stories that step outside the Eurocentric power fantasy. Black Sailors is for everyone who wants to see history through a different lenses, a lens of resistance, humanity, and freedom. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait for you all to say
Shit, here's our Black Sea of Kings, nigga. It's literally called Black Sailors. Not called Warriors. Ah, dude, I think this game needs better frame rate. Alright, made by black anime niggas. Made by the hood weebs. Owen and Protoball. Okay, this looks interesting. Reminds me of Hi-Fi Rush. Not Code Warriors? It doesn't look that bad. Needs higher frame rate though.
Alright. Well, that was an incredible trailer for Netcode Warriors.
Oh my fudge, that's actually the second game that I like in this showcase so far.
We also happen to have the CEO and game director of Sun Studios, Shay Goon Oshede. How are you?
Say Goon.
I'm good. Glad to be here. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Yeah, my fudge.
Happy to be checking out this game. So, I mean, right off the bat, these are totally new characters, right? Totally new IP. Can you kind of walk us through the entire development process?
Yeah. So we've been working on Netcode Warriors since 2020. So it's been a hot minute. The kind of earliest days were a lot of ideation kind of phase. Like, what does this IP mean? Like, what is it about? Like, kind of figuring out some of the story and lore aspects and kind of honing in like how we were going to reference our inspirations and things like that. Once we were able to kind of communicate with Watanabe-san and Moriyama-san, so those are the guys from Japan who actually worked on the Digimon IP. Kenji is like one of the original kind of creators and designers of the Digimon IP.
Ah, I knew. Dang. Even Japan's working with them?
A hone in on the art style. I think that kind of like we were off to the races at that point.
I gotta admit, the chat's not really moving.
Designers.
Hold up, nigga. Hold up. Let me refresh this shit.
That really stood out to me artistically and stylistically. So very Shibuya punk and grind fiction inspired. You have a lot of like kind of streetwear and street culture kind of aspects that are kind of baked into some of the art and the especially the human characters, but then the transformations into these like larger than life like warriors. We call them code warriors. It's very Sentai inspired, very Power Rangers inspired. So those are like bring in a lot of like aspects of things I grew up with, like Mega Man Battle Network and you know, other franchises like that that really shaped the vision of like
okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, rock on. I mean, it's easy to see for me coming from like a similar background.
Okay, so I was expecting wokeism, but so far I like two of these games, especially the netcode one. Like, yeah, I know this whole show is just wokeism, but it seems like the previous trailer we just saw with mechas and whatnot, it seems very promising.
In terms of influences and the types of media that I was growing up with, those influences, like they breathe all throughout Netcode Warriors.
Where's my chicken and waffle simulator game? See it.
Topics is talking about cultural intersection and how
see it, nigga.
different inspirations can come together.
Job Simulator 1, cringe woke slop.
Interfacing with Japanese developers.
Wait, let's see. Bell Kepler has the grinder account. Who's Bell Kepler? Black voices in games. Can I eat watermelon?
Yeah, so
nose ring? Fuck is so broken. Wait, he has a nose ring? I don't see one.
I don't really care where you come from. I just care that you got heart and talent, right? That's it. I don't even care too much like how much experience you have, because I think it's very easy to fall into that trap when you're hiring somebody.
Do you want a high guard where they so don't explain anything?
How can I get a job if I don't have experience, right? So for me, it's just
why are black people worship so much in today's society? The monkey emoji. Say no evil. Just hire for DEI money. You have a grocery store nearby, step outside. A lobster corgi. As long as your skin black. We got KFC simulator before GTA 6, nigga. Woke. So it's games, not dev interview.
By necessity, you know, like just because we want the
if y'all don't like watch racist ass people
working with the Japanese guys specifically, you know, definitely language barrier was, you know, kind of hard to overcome.
Alright, I know the black voices in gaming won't listen to me, but if you really want to be taken seriously, so more trailers. We're not here to see you whinge about your game, alright? Show us your game trailer. So don't tell, nigga.
A team, especially when you have a globalized team, like you do. Can you speak to a little bit of the challenges that kind of come?
He will abandon this project like he abandoned his kids. Love this chat. False alarm.
You know,
I'm more anti-Semitic these days than racist, but it kind of comes in waves.
Part of it is
fatigue maxing.
Time zones can be a big thing.
Guys, chill. There's not enough games, so they have to stretch it out with interviews. Did the Prison Simulator come out?
Whatever, right? So like sometimes it's me.
Gigabase. We want game. Alright, they selling games. I'm out of here. Who's with me? Who's with me? Let's ditch this podcast. Nigga. Dad and simulators win. I hate developers commenting instead of showing gameplay fatigue. Yeah, me too.
To achieve greatness, you must do
Prison Simulator I own low is on Xbox. Yeah, we got it before GTA 6, nigga.
I hold myself to a very high standard in regards to how I do work and how I operate and everything like that. And I can't expect everybody to put in 100% if I'm not putting in 100%, right? 110%, whatever I have to give.
Oh boy, this is kind of y'all nigga. This kind of boring, nigga.
You know, they're very important to me. I'm very passionate about them. To me, Sun Studios is poised to be like one of the next premier like fighting game developers, at least based out of the West, right? If we do things correctly, and if we make sure that we're precise and very calculated with how we do things, and that we put our heart into it, you know. So that's kind of my approach to that.
As a fighting game,
he has a girlfriend, by the way. Geez, you know you're so sucks when the comments weren't interesting. Racism is the soul of life. Yep, dude.
I
Yeah.
am arbitrarily gesturing at this as just a fighting game couch player.
His
Never
girlfriend
alive
is a
with the game,
Hatsune
of course,
Miku
I'm
body
belong
pillow
together
limited
any of them.
edition.
But they bring such a nuance, and so what sort of nuance, emergent outcomes do you hope come
Half the
from
chat
Netcode
makes me want to go
Warriors
back to when
in terms
gaming
of
was for
how
few.
people
That's
play
right,
and
dude.
engage with this
That's
game?
right.
Yeah. So Netcode
Call
Warriors,
Black
right,
Fo-
obviously there's the stylistic kind of things that we're referencing, but in regards to the gameplay itself, I think that's actually where it shines or where its specialness comes from, because we're making an arena fighter, which, you know, there's a lot of them out there, you know, usually based on licensed IP, you know, like your famous anime or whatever. But those games are usually designed for a more casual experience. They're not really designed to be competitively deep. It's more about getting to experience your favorite characters and play them in a way that's easy for you to do, and for you.
Ah,
easy for you to
jeez, this
switch
is
from character to
boring as
character
fuck.
and just do really cool
Fried chicken
stuff
it
and kind of
in
put
a
down
girlfriend,
like
silly.
time or whatever. And that's not really the
10 seconds of
design
game,
goal
20
here. The
minutes
design
of
goal is
yap.
for you to put
Nigga.
hundreds, thousands of hours into it. Like the game is like constantly revealing itself.
I
to
remember
you.
back when gaming
And
was for a
in
few
that
before the
kind of
Rainbow Gang
design
infiltrated
space,
and tried to make
arena
everyone
fighters haven't
zesty.
really had a
Yep.
competitive spotlight
Hmm.
before. I mean, there's one or two here or there, but they all kind of make compromises to kind of have that conversation with the fighting game community, I would say. And we're kind of looking at things in a sort of a different direction. Obviously, we're trying to incorporate some things. Like
When chat starts crying because black people talk with their
quarter
voices
circles and
about
things
gaming
like
at the
that,
Black
that
Voices and Gaming stream.
exist more
Niggas
usually in
said,
traditional fighting tend to not exist in arena fighters. We're putting those in. Charge motions.
What this game gonna
and
make him a
things like
millionaire
that.
or
But
something?
the
They're so
idea of what an
corny.
arena fighter is or what it can be
The voices
is
part
a
was
real
literal.
expression of freedom of movement in a three-dimensional space that 2D fighters just
And
generally
he wants to start an N-word tower.
and so even the 3D fighters that you're familiar with, like Dead or Alive or Tekken or Virtual Fighter,
Dang, Charlie
because
Kirk
jumping
2027,
usually
nice
and crouching
tower.
share an input. Jumping, crouching, and stepping to the side share an input that limits how quickly you can move in and out of the foreground, and it's mostly about moving forward and backwards quickly with like
Where are the
of
games?
that. That's why like there's like
Yeah, where are the
high-level
games,
techniques
nigga?
about stepping into out of the foreground. Netcode Warrior kind of approaches it more like there's a real freedom of movement, and the skill and depth is how the decisions you're making based on that movement. You can move wherever you want, but are you moving in the right place?
Are they gonna show us any games here, or are they gonna
quickly,
keep talking here?
adjusting to what your
This guy
opponent
looks
is
like
doing
his
and things like
keyboard
that. So that's
has
kind of
dried
the
stains.
design
This guy thinks
space
he's
that we're in
Kojima.
regards to what
That's
Netcode
why it's called
Warriors
Black
is,
Voices,
what it
voice
can be.
only. This guy thinks he's Kojima.
Love that.
Okay, I'm starting the
We
N-word
spoke a
tower.
little bit earlier,
Come on, join me.
Just about this being
Bojima.
IP that you haven't seen before. Let's say we're fast forward, game is out, it's doing amazing, as I'm sure it will. Fandoms love to interact with their favorite characters.
Now, come on, I can't start
Does
an
some
N-word
studios
tower.
have any kind of aspirations to take those characters and develop them for other forms of media? And like, what
This
does
is
that success
racism,
look like
as
for
it's
them?
not treating black people as
Yeah,
equals, it's singling them out,
this is something I've
just
thought
like
about
back in the
loosely,
day when the U.S. had
I haven't put too much
segregation.
thought into it, to be honest, but
Yeah,
what
the
I've thought about, I do
1950s.
think like a companion manga makes a lot of sense.
When
Like
the
a
times were
one-shot
good.
manga, I think would be really, really succinct with the art style and the inspirations and everything like that. Would make a ton of sense. I think animation, like a short film, could also do wonders. I think also there's various opportunities because the designs are so wild and so like dynamic, and there's obviously licensing opportunities, like clothing, merchandise could be cool. The human characters have these very tech wear kind of inspired outfits, so something that kind of leads into that I think could be interesting as well. But yeah, mostly like manga, animation, novelization. I mean, those are all like valid avenues that one could pursue, or one that we thought about to some degree, but haven't put too much thought into because we're just really focused on making a good game with a good story first. Something I want to make sure is that I don't want people to feel like, oh, like I didn't get this, like I have to go do homework elsewhere to understand like the game I just played, like or the story mode I just played, or to understand the characters that I was interacting with. If that makes sense. Like we want like a
Yeah,
full
my
story
fudge.
experience. Right?
Can I skip
like,
this shit?
Netcode
Come on.
Warriors. So,
More trailers,
Really quick,
please.
before-
Bro is
before
still
we jump in there,
yapping.
I want to know.
Exactly.
All right, are you
12
keeping
minutes
the
for one game
story
is
under
crazy,
wraps, or
y'all.
Can you speak a little bit to the story?
Please,
A
I
little bit
just...
right here, 'cause you know I'm a story.
Dang, I hope this lasts for
I
like
can
30
talk about the
minutes.
story a little bit, but essentially, these
It's only been
people,
19
right,
minutes,
humans
nigga.
all around the world. So that's another thing is that
Well, it's
the
3:24
cast
right
is
now.
culturally diverse.
I mean, I'll talk too much.
Literally, every character is from somewhere else on Earth. right?
Stacking towers like they stacking DUIs.
Region, some Japanese, some Taiwanese,
Jeez,
like
come on.
all from different.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this Bat3 game looks pretty awesome, and let's see. Yeah, this netcode game looks pretty awesome. I wish they sold more. Cease.
Essentially, this living called the sovereign, and essentially, the laws of physics are kind of inverted in this alternate dimension to where
so are all those the games and they're just gonna spend 3 hours talking? Nobody gonna play this game, dog.
The humans kind of quickly realize that, like, oh, if we could funnel this energy to
Best Indie Summer Showcase finally ended, so I could devote time to this at least 3. Because wait.
The kind of surface level gist of the story.
Latin American showcases games made by Latinos. What on earth do you mean? There's also Indian games and Asian games showcases too, but white games, that's literally the default you always get. Yeah, dude.
A lot to do with the game's identity.
The woke game industry is now segregated. And let's not forget the women in quotations like games, aka Troons.
Let me rephrase and say, all media is emerging into a space where they are competing with each other. So whether you're a game or a cartoon or a movie, the attention space is like a continuously crowded economy. And so,
especially with lack of gameplay footage to emphasize their points.
That they will dedicate that time and expand upon the story. It sounds like a huge undertaking, one that it commands standing out with some of these other arena fighters that you were pointing to. What do you think about that? Emerging into a saturated space, emerging into a space where the goal of keeping players attuned to the game is going to be really important. Are there other elements that are going along with the story to keep people coming back for more?
Yeah, I think the big thing, like the competitive kind of drive the game needs
yeah,
to
my
be
five cease.
Competitive standpoint.
Anyway,
to have a sustainable.
Dang, will you niggas shut up? Sit.
I think another thing
Fuck.
Also is like at this point.
Yapping more than black women at a hair salon. See it.
That you're gonna put more time into it outside of just the initial release, so you're gonna expect like some kind of downloadable content. Whether it's more characters.
Wrap it up. Yeah, wrap this shit up, man. Wrap it up. Sit.
I obviously can't speak to anything definitively like that at this time, but all conversations we're having about how to make sure that
13% of the population, 60% of violent crimes is racist.
That can extend past just the game itself, right? Like whether we get to make like a Netcode Warriors 2 or 3 or whatever. Right, like we've already had conversations about some of the story elements that would play into Netcode Warriors 2 if we got to make that. And we have some very interesting kind of, fighting games are very hard to market. You need to show players that there's something, either you usually need IP or something unique or something they're familiar with, something to grab them or bring them in. So one thing is obviously like character designers who've worked at Marvel and worked in, Bandai and Digimon, like that was like one pull. Another pull that I can't go into too much detail about, but I can basically explain is that we got some pretty prominent content creators in the fighting game community to agree to let us use their likenesses actually as characters in the game, as playable characters.
Make American gaming great again. Yes, MAGA. MAGA. Trump, can you save the gaming industry? Bell Kepler, corny as hell, bruh. Who the heck is this Bell Kepler?
Accent kind of the IP in an interesting way.
I just took a shower, came back to this, and he's still talking. Online beef is like talking to the wall.
And also the game director. So you're actually covering multiple.
Yap. They're still going, bro.
About like what does your typical day
Jewish
like,
juice.
When we're talking about
next game.
Being
see it, nigga.
The business, which is the game.
Man, will they wrap this shit up? Sit.
Having to operate also on the kind of business side.
Get on with it. Sit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, we're currently still fully self-funded. So I do have a day job that I have, that I do as well. That
oh my fudge, will they get to the point? Sit.
Owners, we all have day jobs that we use that allows to fund the studio.
Oh my fudge. Come on.
My son's studio's related work is outside.
So some more game trailers, cease.
Generally speaking. I mentioned earlier, I don't get a lot of sleep. I wasn't hyperbolizing. That's just like generally how things are right now.
Okay, dude.
I'm the game director.
Get some sleep and hit the gym. Jeez. What does this have to do with your game? Wow.
I'm the game director on both of those
Yeah,
projects
well.
at the same time. And so that does demand a lot of my attention because a lot of people, need information about what to do, when to do it, and kind of, making sure we hit our deadlines, our marketing kind of goals and everything like that. So those are kind of different kind of facets that play into how my schedule lines up. But I don't have a specific, like, here's what I do at 8 a.m. and here's what I do, because sometimes, like, things are the way they are,
Yeah. If you're creative, if you're a game director,
I'll talk no game.
Some of those regimented moments.
Wait.
Feel
I'll
like
talk no
locking
game.
yourself
This
into a
bro
box.
definitely wasn't built for the court.
Macy, it's been a pleasure to learn more about Netcode Warriors and understand.
Alright, it's meant to be some sort of Mega Man Battle Networkers game.
This, but the other projects that have been alluded
Black
to
Sailors,
in this
by the way.
conversation.
Where the
With
game's at?
limited time that we
Yeah,
had,
nigga,
we've already learned
sit.
So much, but is there anything that we maybe didn't get a chance to cover? that
Where's
you would like
NFL? Where's the
players to know
FIFA?
about
Where's...
before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think
Yo, bring
for
out
us
EA, nigga.
specifically, marketing has been a thing that we would like to do more of, right? I think we're planning on setting up. By the time this goes out, we probably should have like a Discord server.
The point of ethnic showcases is because these are a group of people who get pushed out of gaming by...
have more speculation about the story and different things like that.
Let's see. 60% of the population, 90% of CP production and distribution. This timer likes to yap.
As well, so yeah,
From 6,000 viewers to 1,500. Amazing.
I obviously cannot give a definitive release date.
Save a black man from this torture.
The plan is to release it next year at some point. I can say that now.
Yeah.
Next year, that's the plan.
This segment made me racist.
This has been terrific to chat with
Holy
you.
yeah, save it for the
You, about
investors.
studios, and about Netcode
They forced my
Warriors.
brother into a job, nigga.
Conversation like that, so it was a lot of fun.
I feel a little
If you like
sorry
what
for the
we're doing,
games that
then
come
scan
after
the
them.
QR
I think
code
this whole
and
talk
consider
just made a
supporting
lot of
the
people
SP
leave.
Fund, which helps
Boom
provide
McClaw,
grants to
man.
underrepresented indie
I know,
developers
nigga.
to help move their projects across the next stage of development. Now, let's get back to some more trailers.
Finally, some fucking trailers. Jeez. Aw, shit, nigga. We niggas in space, now we're doing Destiny with niggas. See it. Rogue Eclipse by Huskrats. Not my fudge. It's a generic spacesuiter, like... not really my cup of tea. Whoa. Wait, Halo and shit.
I can't let it end here. This time will be different.
Scramble Star Crossing by Desk Sarp. Really? Seriously? One of those casual games? Really? Seriously? Yo, we Candy Crush and shit, nigga. Yeah. Well. Truck-kun is supporting me from another world by strange scaffolds. Okay, so we got some isekai hood niggas making this game. Alright. Okay, not gonna lie, I kinda like the premise. It's very wacky. Obviously anime-like. Kind of reminds me of Crazy Taxi. And for some reason, it kind of reminds me of Katamari Damacy. Okay, that actually looks promising. I don't know. Kind of want to give that a try. Saturday AM battle manga. Oh dang, I've heard of this. Oh, I get it. All the characters from the manga featured in that magazine is going to be in this game. Yeah, I've only heard of Apple Black.
Tea Dream is gonna be a look into the life of S, which is my alter ego. So it's like a semi-autobiographical game.
Oh my fudge.
S makes these virtual spaces for themselves.
Plum Tea Dream. Seriously. I can't believe I'm saying this, but some people just need therapy. Stop channeling your problems into your games or whatever.
Out of a wish or a need for
is that a man or a woman?
More safe, or for a world that accommodates better for grief and sadness, or for a world where they can imagine versions of themselves that like somehow
what the fuck kind of game is this?
Here or there.
Sorry. We don't want to hear any more niggas yapping.
And in the last 3-4 years,
oh my fudge! Get on with this.
I think it's a game that can be enjoyed by experienced players, but also by people that have no previous experience.
Welcome to the crack houses here, nigga. Woo!
Next to walking being the main action, some of the things you will come across are like,
guys, how do I become black so I can participate in next year?
Or listen. Those are like some of the interactions you can do in the game. So it's rather simple. I think it's really about the experience, about getting to know the story of S, and spending time in these virtual sanctuaries. There are sanctuaries created for rest, sleep, and dreams, but there is also a sanctuary that kind of encapsulates a painful, even traumatic memory, I would say. There is a sanctuary that questions how we can grieve for people that we don't know but feel close to or feel connected to. So this is like almost a game inside of a game. It's just a circle of chairs with names on them. But I'll read out the little plaque with information. Sit with them. I hope to turn this into a game one day. A game where you walk and encounter names on chairs. A list of names of people of color in Belgium who were killed by the police.
Why ugly 3D scan style? Exactly.
Around a campfire.
Oh jeez. I'm not really paying attention to this.
The home world.
I don't really like this.
And in the home world, different iterations of S live. I call them NPCs, non-playable characters. And you can chat with them, and a big part of the game is actually to kind of help them get unstuck or to help them heal in some kind of way. I think let's
cleanse this group chat by touching our minds with the keeper's minds from the lands of Hyperion and increase our level to make sure to make us rise up. Is the game showcase happening today? Back to blue. You playing musical chairs?
Because of my sexuality. And
nigga, no one gives a fuck. Sit.
Because
fuck.
Of playtesting the game or kind of having these open
oh my fudge. Wrap it up, nigga. Sit.
I noticed that
he's trauma dumping right now.
with a lot of people, and that's
hey new viewer, what's up?
Open for them maybe some ways of like reflecting or philosophizing on the topics that it offers. I would get messages that would be like, wow, you inspired me to start writing again, like I'm journaling again, somehow sharing this very personal
Dude, we don't need to
story
know this.
made
So
a
the
lot of
game.
people feel really seen.
Fuck.
I also think Plum Road
Please
Tea
find
is
God.
important to me because
Please talk to a
it's like this
priest. All right.
hugely
Therapy is fucking gay. All right.
collaborative work. There are often comments on this work of like,
Oh my
oh,
fudge.
I never thought about making games by 3D scanning.
We need to get the art students out of the gaming industry. Jeez.
We also made this theater piece out of Plum Road Tea Dream, and there people are like, okay, you're using a
Black
video
Greatness
game as a medium
2026.
for a live performance. I've never seen
3
this.
games and 10 minutes of
So
people
I also
talking,
think we
Z.
pushed some boundaries
Bruh, I
in
still
some
don't know
ways,
what this game is about.
and kind of bridged the game sector and the arts a little bit more. And we're just
FBI
hoping
crime
that a lot of
statistics.
people,
Never
find
seen
their
self
way to
insert
it,
slop.
play it, and enjoy it, and that it triggers something for them, that they get something out of it.
Guys, you really want someone to take a dump on your passing? It's not for you. It's fine, but alright, shut up, liberal.
Also here we
Alright,
have
let's see.
combat designer and also my former colleague, Stephen O. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh boy.
Hanging in there. Weird time, but you know.
Sure. But it's good to see you again, you know?
Yeah, it's been a while. So let's just jump right in and get started. Can you talk to us a little bit about kind of your path to becoming a combat designer?
Yeah, so my path as coming to a combat designer, it's like I had very humble beginnings. I started off in
Hey, Chad, can you
Japanese,
pronounce his last name?
and my brother is a lot older than me, and he would introduce me to a bunch of comic books and action movies like the Five Deadly Venoms, Kid with the Golden Arms, and one of my favorites, Bruce Leroy and the Last Dragon. And I just wanted to become these kind of characters. So I would start like taking gymnastics and doing kung fu and things like that, just to be the character. And when I translated that energy into like making games, I like realized that not just being a game designer,
Oh my fudge. Shit.
action figures or adversaries or even the heroes to allow people to feel like that person I was trying to capture and become myself, So went to school for it. I went to school at Rochester Institute of Technology. I didn't know anything about programming really before that. I took like one class in high school, and RIT was just starting to have a games program, and I wanted to make sure
I'm
that I
waiting
could
for the
get into the
PS5
program
state
and
of
start
play.
talking
This
to
is a
people.
waste
Like,
of
I
my
originally went
time.
there for
Yeah, but it's
IT,
fun to
knowing
laugh
that
at
they had
it.
this game program, and I
Besides being a new
aligned all
game
my
developer,
classes
I'd be more
to
than
be
happy to
like a
test your
game
game, blah,
designer
blah,
and have
blah.
them transfer over because I didn't have a whole lot of money to like stay there extra
We
years.
was Kung Fu and
And
see
along
it.
the way, I met a lot of people that I
I
didn't
Valiant
know
only got 7
games.
players now,
I
Lamau.
even had an
Bruce
internship
Leroy, by the
that
way.
there's a specific role for a combat designer. The person who makes
Man, I love the gaming
enemies,
community.
the person who works on the hero, and
I
their
wonder, how's 4chan's
That's
V
the first
reacting to
way of
this?
getting into realizing the role of a combat designer.
You said that you took like martial arts classes to that. So what was like? I guess what was the process of like
By the age of 5,
taking
I
that
decided to take the path
experience
to
from
become
that
black.
and then
Comments
like
are
applying
based.
it to combat design?
We was at
Yeah,
school
so
and
like I
see
grew
it.
up in like moving my body and understanding like punches and kicks, right? Being able to throw them yourself. And then you sort of get into the space where you're trying to like read your opponent. They're gonna start doing punches and kicks. And as I gotten older, I was like, okay, well, I can't just go out fighting everybody. And somehow like you learn
So he got a
this
gun.
kind of dialogue with the person that you're like sparring with.
And
or
where's the game
fighting
at?
with, that I like really just couldn't get enough of. 'Cause it's like that movie quote from The Matrix: you don't know somebody until you fight them. Or you can really learn them as you fight them. Like you start to anticipate their movements, you make moves that you're trying to train them to do certain things, right? And that's great in real life, but you can't do that all the time. So I started playing
Yeah,
fighting games.
there isn't
and
even
back in
an
the
excuse
day,
for it being
you
live
know,
since this is a
PlayStation came
pre-recorded
with
and
the demo
edited.
of Tekken,
Surely they could
and
put
it
more
had the same
trailers between
movements
these
that I
long
had like
segments
learned
or
as
keep
when I
them
was
for the
growing
end
up.
of the
So
show.
I started
Exactly,
doing like
dude.
amateur
Exactly.
competitive
How
Tekken
much did
matches
you
all
learn
the way
by
up
throwing
until
bricks
college.
at stores?
And in doing that, I learned like frame data and different things too. So it's a little bit of like
Because this live stream
learning how
chat
my
is
body
proof that
moves,
Focus Game
understanding the
Showcase is...
mechanics of making a good punch, then being able to read that mechanic in the actual game.
Because I was told that there was
so
games. They didn't say we're going to show games to talk about each one for 20 minutes. Had they done that, I wouldn't be so annoyed. Oh, that's why blocks love fighting games so much.
This is how to make this style feel good. And then there's this meta style to it as well. Of like, okay, well, this is for a person who wants to be a rushdown character or a zoner. This is for the people that like grappling. And you just kind of have your expression.
Nigga,
play your friends,
get a sense of humor, right? See it.
Like, okay, he knows that I'm gonna do this, and I know that he's gonna do this, so that's how I counter it. You know? So a little bit of that.
You talked a little bit about it being kind of a dialogue and kind of learning how somebody fought. Like, I'm interested to know, what is your approach? Like, let's just say it's a clean slate. This character's never been done before. What is your approach to coming up with this initial combat design?
Never take a joke, damn. Fatigue building. Curtis,
what is his background?
What's it like being black in a video game player?
Why are they trying to express themselves through violence, right? Like, how
I'm a grown-ass 14-year-old. What about it? Talking, see it. Pencil pink.
They might feel
never take a
more aggressive.
All this talk is making me sleepy. Yeah, me too, Nick. That is day 3, June 4th. Some of these comments. Hope this ain't gonna happen at the Latin showcase. If they're gonna yap at the Latin showcase, I just hope they speak rapidly in Spanish, like New York City Hispanics do. Welcome to Black Sailors. He was just talking about how to punch people for 10 minutes. For my 9th birthday, I was given $20 and decided to spend it for a big bucket of chicken and KFC. Breaking the law is a valid fantasy, King.
Even in the heat of battle, it's like a game, or like it's silly to them. It's like fun. They're gonna be more like fluid and sort of their
Ooga booga. No gameplay, only yawn and yap. More games, please. Come on. When I became 10, I started my dream of being black again by stealing Sharpies that my father had banned me from having from local shops and schools. So is this the summer yap fest or what? Moonies, I'm sorry, but this is what the Black Forces in gaming is at. This is how most of these segregated showcases are, just yapping. It's so boring.
Or story, really, through the environment. How did it change over time? You don't always have to show damage on a actual character. You can show how things are breaking in the environment. You can show how this person's getting a little bit more desperate during the fight. How there is a reversal or double down. Basically, like, you think they're winning, and then
stop yapping, nigga.
You're on the back foot.
Stop.
So that's just the choreography of the fight, how it can turn into dialogue. But there's also
OMG, that's why they used the whip before. Too much talking, nigga.
How does that fit into the story? How does this new unlockable mechanic?
By age of 11, I slowly covered part of myself in black Sharpie, embracing my inner blackness, and I started to use Scratch to make games about black oppression.
The world feel all the pain that you felt.
Oh, these comments are fired, dude. Dang, it's 3:47. Holy shit.
I have another question for you. Are there any types of styles of combat you've really yet to see in a game? And how would you kind of approach that? First of all, what are they? And then also, how would you kind of approach that and want to bring that into a game?
Oh, well, I feel like I've seen a lot of different martial arts, a lot of different styles in games, and I kind of specialize more so in melee combat. There's a lot of different ways to approach combat with magical abilities or gunplay and different things. So I don't know if I can really speak to a style I haven't seen at all, because even capoeira, we're starting to see a bigger resurgence in that, but we haven't seen a whole lot of African martial arts. I don't think there's as
oh my fudge
popular, or is that
we was kung fu, we were doing karates and shit, nigga. See it.
And if I could speak to how to do it.
Finally, at the age of 12, I made a basic game called Watermelon Farmer, covering the inner struggle of watermelons and black people and how they relate.
One might go with this approach.
You're a talker. Listening to talkers makes me thirsty and sleepy. Yep.
What if
need Subway Surfers on the bottom?
Is what
I'm not racist, but
like basically the style that
I'm
you
not
love, whether it
racist,
be
but
Muay
gameplay.
Thai, Taekwondo, or
African martial
Aikido or
arts,
something
by
like
the
that,
way.
evolved from that style, that original martial arts style, and that expressive style. So,
Maybe
how could
HW
you
worked on
make
a fighting
this
game, but I didn't really need to hear
like
about every thought he
interesting
had on making the
origin
combat
style that
system, at
encompasses
least not
multiple
before
things?
showing the
So it's
rest
like,
of the
oh, you
featured
thought
game.
you
We
thought
was
you knew
Karate
this,
Kaz
but
and
I
see
invented
it.
this, and I actually didn't share with you all the pieces. You just have like a fragment of everything I
But
Yeah, yeah. Just like you didn't share all the ideas that you have right now with us. I get it. I get it. All right.
we was kings and
that's a
see it.
freebie. Like, that's a, you can try to do that. Go ahead and try. The other idea.
Yeah.
Please get on with it. Fuck.
So I kind of wanted to go back to when you were talking about your like taking martial arts and whatnot. What was your favorite like martial arts, I guess, inspired piece of media, like as in like a film or a video game that like really inspired, you know, you as a combat designer?
Oh yeah, there's several. I mean, even to this day, like I love John Wick movies. I love all these other new action films that are coming out. The earliest ones for me would have to be like Kid with the Golden Arms or Five Deadly Venoms. Five Deadly Venoms is sort of like your Avengers before they were Avengers, right? Like you have these 5 different styles that had
CSA's in
these,
that
like,
black.
tropes
It's
and
called
things
Black
with them,
Voices in
but
Gaming.
you
Of course, they're
start to
gonna
get the
use.
super abilities. The
None of those are
Centipede, really
African.
fast, the Snake Agile, the Toad,
Deadass.
the
This is a
Vulnerable, right?
personality
And how do
showcase,
they
not a
play
game
together?
showcase.
So
Learn to read
that was
deadasses.
influential about like
I'm
how
not
do you
racist,
come
but
up
gameplay,
with
please.
different techniques that speak
Show me
to
state of
the
play.
theme of the character you're making, and then how can they be opposed to each other even if they've like learned from the same school.
So what now?
But the other one that was
Yellow or
super
lesser than
influential for
black
me, and I
now?
feel like it spawned like Dragon Ball Z in a way, is got to be The Last Dragon, right? Like it's a cult classic. Maybe it's not the absolute best movie on the planet, right? But there's so many things about the character progression. Like you're already a master, but it's inside, or you know, you need to break through these own limitations that you have. And the glow is totally going Super Saiyan, and that's like a designer signature that I put in a lot of characters that I worked on. If you know, you know, like a lot of the things that I worked on.
African martial arts is basically black people being culture vultures. They don't have a martial art.
There's so many more. The raid for me, on Bach. I train Muay Thai to this day.
I'd rather watch paint dry than this woke shit.
Oh, the raid is intense. It's anxiety. It's sad.
Yeah.
Why didn't they edit the gameplay in?
Speaking of just the titles you worked on, you've worked extensively in a lot of different games. Would you mind telling an audience a little bit more about some of those games that you've had the luxury of working on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started making games I've been making games for over 10 years now. A bunch of little indie games, Mech Knight Chronicles, to working on Project Spark.
Nigga, we don't care. So is the gameplay. Move along. Sit.
Break was actually working on God of War 2018. I joined the team at a part of the projects where I had a lot of influence over the encounters.
Ah, see.
Really liked what I did.
I'm giving this a dislike.
Boo. The grunts are like more basic units. So first I worked on how, with this new camera, how we're gonna have these
DEI higher.
be readable and
I don't get wasting energy and presses. Never mind.
How do we make these creatures fit into this world a little better, and mini bosses?
Wrap it up. Yeah, wrap it up. Wrap this shit up.
Ragnarok, and then the DLC Valhalla, where I combined both my encounters knowledge and my character creature making knowledge. And then
this guy worked on God of War.
Hanging out with
Bro, they hired you to hit a quota, Lamau.
Sony Santa Monica to work on Black Panther.
Oh my fudge.
We got to hang out a little bit, and I learned so much from the team. But sadly, you know, we can't really talk about it or.
We was heroes and see it.
So now.
Okay, so it's 3:53 right now. Like, shit. I hope this doesn't last over an hour.
So I won't be able to talk about them too much, but it's similar to the things that I've learned along the way so far.
Do you have any favorite combat moments among the games you've contributed to?
Oh yeah, there's so many. Let me try to pick one. This is a huge moment for me on God of War 2018.
My God, move on already. Exactly.
Responsible
Shit.
for a lot of deaths in the basically Draugr pit. So that's where the bridge breaks and Atreus falls down, and then Kratos jumps in to jump down and there are 3 heavy joggers that spawn in that fight, and that
Joggers.
hurt a lot of people. So you know, in playtest data, you see a heavy drop off of like
Yeah, my fight.
struggling with that part. But once you
Spoiler
get past
alert.
that, you're prepared for the rest of the game. Like once you're able to overcome that challenge, you have all the tools that you need to beat the game. So even though it is a
Alright,
frustrating moment for a lot
Nibba.
of people,
Wait.
I think it did help a lot of people get into learn to play the actual game instead of
Joggers in game,
relying on
Nibba, what?
you know,
Guys, just give them some
first-
KFC chicken to
first
suck
few
them up.
tactics, like, early tactics. The
Man,
other
this is
moment
funny.
2018
Wrap
that I
it
really
up.
enjoyed
Yeah,
was actually
exactly. Wrap
right in
this
front of
shit
the
up.
Mason fight. There's 3 different superpower
Mm-hmm.
joggers that come out, and you think that this is kind of the fight. These 3 units on their own can make an interesting encounter. But actually, we bring back an old trope from the previous God of War games where we spawn a large creature. It used to be a Cyclops for
Where are
us,
the
it
games
was
for
a
fuck's sake?
ogre.
So the gameplay,
And
sit.
then we spawn another ogre. So right when you
No
think like
sounds.
you fought this one challenging
It's
fight,
not even
to,
ignorance.
like,
They're
now
just
there's
trying
an
to.
ogre,
Never.
and then there's like
Bring me
2
one of those
ogres. How am I
chickens.
ever
See
gonna
it.
do this? But it's set up in
Boo.
such a way
Go host a
that the
podcast
pacing
instead.
gets
Exactly.
kinda
This is
empowers
so
you.
gay.
So you're like at first you should be
African martial arts, by the
afraid
way.
of it, but as you overcome that fight, you're like, oh yeah, I am awesome. I am the God of War. I totally like.
Oh my
can handle this
fudge.
thing. So those 2 moments, like frustrating moment that
Dude,
turns
I
into,
just want to
like,
see the
now you have
game.
skills to beat
Sit.
the game.
Is this the
And
Ghost of
then,
Sparta game?
I was scared, but it's actually totally
Not a
doable.
bad beginning,
How do
but too
you
much
balance
talk, less
that?
gameplay,
Because as
low
you know,
IQ.
we've worked on projects together, and sometimes fine-tuning and balancing encounters and combat can prove to be a challenge in and of itself. So kind of what's your approach to just making sure things just feel good?
Yeah. So my approach to like making things feel good is first just like I always tune or start fighting an encounter with the most basic things. Like I always just use basic attacks, and if I'm making a creature or a boss or an encounter, I always should be able to defeat it with just pressing the simple attack button, blocking and dodging, and take 0 damage. That lets me know that the animations are readable, the pacing is correct. Maybe there's if I do get hit, then like okay, I need to like time out or I need to put
Worldview in chat is courtesy of a certain island owner.
recharge yourself into the fight.
I love being white. Me
and then the other
too.
parts is just like thinking about the fairness and the fatigue that you might have after seeing X
Oh
amount
my
of
fudge.
units, X amount of heavy fights.
Well, Moonies,
X
don't
amount of
worry. We
times
also
where
have
you needed
the
to
fatigue
parry
too.
or in one particular encounter, and how much time that encounter is going to
The only
take.
reason
So
black people are
if
political
you're
is
fighting
because
a
you make
boss
them
with, like, 4
political.
minutes, and I'm like, all right, well, I need to balance. I have to play this with my very basic.
Less yapping, more gameplay. The transmissive could have been an email. I got fatigue, alright. We all are fatigued, brother, man.
How do I make the character interesting enough in those 4 minutes that somebody's not overstimulated?
I know it's
or
not live, but
fatigued
it's
by
indicative
doing all
of
the
a poor
action sequences?
showcase.
So it's
This
super
is
high
supposed to
level.
be
I'd love
part of
to
the
go into more
E3
details
replacement.
about it, but, like,
And if you
that's
can't
how
even
I
do the
felt.
bare minimum of showing trailers for every 5 minutes of talk, they sort of gave us the black voices of gaming. See it.
I think something that I'm really curious about too, like when you're doing the balancing, like what is your, I guess, the priority you think about in terms of combat? Because I always think about like when I'm playing a game, do you think more about like the offensive, I guess, or like more of like the defensive or like magical parts, or like I don't know if that makes sense, but like what do you try and prioritize, I guess, when you are starting, like when you're
I see a
planning
lot.
that out for
Yeah.
combat?
So,
Yeah.
Blue
it's
chickens.
you know, we were saying dialogue before, but it's really about the dance. Like even if you go back to those movies that I was talking about, they're not really fighting. They're kind of like doing this sequence of dance moves, you know. So they're your dance partner. So how do you make this person interesting? It's not
This
just
transmissive
about
could have been an
defending.
email.
If the
Exactly,
player's
dude.
just
See
defending,
it.
then that doesn't feel
See
as
it.
good. I'm just kind of waiting for my turn, and then I parry, and then
Too
I
lazy
get
to
the
make
buff,
games, so
right?
they have to pad the
Right?
show
So,
out like this.
um,
True that.
what other action verbs can we get? I need to dodge out of the way. Sometimes I need to parry. Is this my opportunity to take my turn back? Can I do this risky thing sometimes? If I do
All
the risky
right.
thing sometimes and I win, great.
Let me write
Sometimes I
this.
do the risky thing and I get punished. And I was like, I shouldn't have been able to do that. And that needs to be clear. So my priorities start off with how do we make this dance interesting? Both the player and the combatant have
The issue is that the interviews are way too long and in the middle of actual game reveals. There should be another video at the end. Yeah, exactly.
This is the move that you need to get out of the way of. And then this is the move
Dang, I
that
never
you
thought
need to
Sword
block.
Fight Otaku would
This
be
is the
here.
move that you need to interrupt, right? And then the third part is like, well, how much damage or like how many tries do you get at those attempts? If the player is getting hit once and the game is over, that can be really stressful. But maybe some attacks
Hold on a minute,
are
Moonies.
more punishing than others. So now that's that signature kind of, and sometimes we call it like the signature kill move, where it's like, I need to watch out for that because it's just going to level me, you know? So, and then you just want to make that like a part of that core kit, that was the one interesting thing that I had to remember.
Oh,
And
dang, I
maybe
never
have a
thought
signature
Sword
move
Fight
too, like, I
Otaku would
want,
be
like,
here.
I need to be able to cleave him, but which way is he going to dodge? Is he going to left or right? And I
Alright, let's see you.
The right correction, the right side.
Steven, it is always a pleasure to kind of hear you dive into the nitty gritty of combat design. I've heard it several times, and every single time I feel like I leave learning.
Alright, will you,
thank you so
Goon,
much for joining us. Where can people find you on
to
Yeah, you can
the...
find me on my LinkedIn, Stephen O with GBA, and yeah, I'm happy to help you craft battles that everybody can win. And
One
it's always
minute.
good meeting you guys. Thanks for having me.
Wait.
I'm back again to
Red
remind you of
games.
Fun because your contributions can help people.
Because hey, why not do some trolling?
Consider supporting by scanning the QR code.
Granny used to tell me all manner of stories.
Oh my fudge, another cozy game. Gay. This is so gay. Sit.
And the golden table share take time get up by Flatbridge. But the 3-foot horse and him no afraid.
These character designs not so good. Cease.
Gallivant all night without skin. But a crocodile man and a winner for answering him 3 times.
You responded to me. Jeff responded to me.
How about how slime mongoose teeth out one of them and a righteous chicken then? Hey, those were good times, you know? Good times.
Alright. Ah, no. Another shootout game. Ah, shit. Ah, shit, this is nigga the game. Nigga simulator. Killing people. Setting shit on fire. Yo, is this riot simulator? Oh my fudge. See it. Seriously. Ah, this rap song kind of sucks though. Beat down city survivors. I like to call it nigga simulator.
My name's Xavier B. Johnson, and this is Diesel Knights.
Okay, another suitor clone. Alright. Yo, we armor cord and shit. Hope the game's not too loud, Moonies. Hope the game's not too loud, Moonies.
Hi, I'm Indigo Doyle, creative director at Pushing Vertices, located in Toronto, Canada, where we're making Roller Girl, a slice of life adventure about Naomi, a 16-year-old girl in the 2000s.
Oh,
vibing with
jeez.
her rollerblades and her MP3 player. This game is a love letter to my childhood.
Self-insert slop, really.
My own personal soundtrack loaded up. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I love rollerblading and music. And that's why we spent a long time perfecting the movement in the game to make it feel smooth.
He's not much of a skater.
When it comes to
Like,
music, I always have a soundtrack for how I'm feeling.
come on, can't he do any
Music is linked
tricks?
to the mood of the game. Changing the playlist changes your perception of the world, from happy to sad. The mood influences other characters' responses to you and your dialogue options. Key story moments also impact the mood. We are curating a soundtrack inspired by 2000s pop.
Not realistic. Black people don't live in the
So
suburbs.
far, we're featuring artists Narima
Hey, look, race-based gaming. Hot Topic Modern.
and King Faz. There's something about the way it feels to effortlessly glide down a smooth street. Your favorite music playing in your earbuds. And for a moment, it's like time stops, and you're just in a flow state. That's what Roller Girl represents. Your wheels on, your music up, and the freedom to move.
I can tell this is gonna win some DEI award.
And learn about yourself as you go. You start the game having just gotten your first car, which breaks down immediately. Desperate for cash to fix it, you lace up your rollerblades and grab your MP3 player. You do odd jobs around town, stumble into a romance, and uncover a juicy town mystery. I don't know about you, but I used to spend a lot of time in my head. Back in the day, I would rollerblade around my hometown inventing backstories for my neighbors. There's a certain charm to small towns, and I can't wait for you to poke around and find the little stories I've hidden behind fences and around corners. Thanks for taking this tour with me, and thank you to the Black Voices in Gaming Showcase. I can't wait to see you find your vibe in Roller Girl.
Please, I hope this ends soon. I need to get ready for Sony State of Play. Cease. We hit the 1 hour mark. Yay. Can we get this over with? Cease. Yeah. Just play outside next. Yes, this is just mediocre, dude. Roller Girl. Don't really care.
We are back with Black Voice in Game. You see how
Oh, he's that guy.
Like, push right into it. I am here with Lizette and Marcus Montgomery, Cornerstone Studios, and they are working on a really your first game as a studio.
Yeah, my
which
fudge.
is Carrier Cuties. It has like a really interesting premise to it for sure. But I want to know how you guys started Cornerstone Studios, because it's like a very, you guys are like super vets. Even I'm like, just the stuff that you guys have done, it puts me in awe. So can you guys talk about how you started the studio and a little bit about your backgrounds?
Yeah, we're not new to this.
More yapping, cease.
Almost 3 decades.
We don't want to know how they started, just show us the game they're making.
We've
Cease.
worked in console, AAA, small studios, and we were kind of at a point where our careers we were.
I'm out. Can't stand any more yapping. Yep, exactly.
With the biggest titles and the biggest IPs in the world, so we thought the next step for us was making our own IP and starting our own studio.
That's super awesome. And kind of what led you to, you guys know I'm a big fighting game fan. It's like my favorite.
Despite making 13% of the game industry, black developers create 50% of slop.
This style of game and kind of want to make a fighting game for your first title.
You know, a lot of this comes back inherently. I'm come from that arcade area. That arcade era where fighting games was really prevalent.
Jeez, this game is so boring. I'm kind of scrolling on Twitter.
Games I've worked on prior have had that, and so this is kind of just falls into that pocket. To really get into what inspired this, I think Lisette, maybe we should talk about our grandson a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got a grandson. He's 6. And
Do we need to know this? Sit. Play black games, never go back.
And just have fun with him and relive the nostalgia of us playing as a child with our grandson. And one day we broke out the Dreamcast and put in Power Still, and we were just having a blast. Particularly my grandson Morris, was having an amazing time. And we were like, what happened to this game and why hasn't it come back? And everyone we talk to has like such affinity for it. They're like, oh, I remember that game. Yeah. They get this like the total like twinkly eye look to it. And I'm like,
Next
so
up, bike stealing simulator.
Like, well, bring this back with like a fresh IP and make it like update the mechanics and bring it into an area where co-play and like team-based mechanics are sort of like pushed a little bit further. And so, you know, that's how kind of got the ball rolling. Was just a fun playtime with our grandson.
That's amazing. And you have you were mentioning this earlier. You have a collection of like a vast collection of games.
Been collecting games for a very, very long time. You know, between the different eras, we even go back to the Atari, but you know, the Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, Saturn games.
Saturn. That's awesome.
You know, like
cool. Yeah.
My first job in the industry was at Sega, and so
really?
yes, so I have a huge affinity for Sega and their the litany of games that they have. But we've been collecting and carrying a bunch of different digital and physical media for a while, so our collection is pretty big.
So,
it also doesn't help that you have like an encyclopedic knowledge of game design. So that also
really
helps.
I may need to hit you up about that. Not for my own, you know what I mean, resources and whatnot. No, that's really cool. So if you're looking at your library of games and your grandson, you know, was a little bit frustrated at some of the games that he's playing, what made you like decide to pick this one? Like from, you know what I mean? You're just like, do you remember?
Yeah, my
this
fudge. Dang.
Power
There was
Stone?
almost
You're just
nothing
like,
new. Exactly. It's just yapping.
You know,
Sit.
with kids, you expose them to a lot of different things. You never know what's going to stick. And, you know, so we're always, since he comes over and plays with us, there's certain things he likes and certain things, you know, he wants to play just because he's familiar with them. But we also want to expose him to new things. And, you know, the Dreamcast is one of those things. And Power Stone is one of the many things that we, you know, tried. But that was one of the first things that he really attached. And he would ask about it. And it was, a lot of it also is because I have the old arcade stick as well. So
okay. You had the arcade stick?
Yeah. And he saw the stick and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Come, son, let me show you
that must
what this is about." Yeah,
fantastic
so,
to expose.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
And we really love the fact that we found something we could connect with him, and we find that to be a very unique experience. And we want to make sure that how can we replicate that not just for us but for other people as well. There's a lot of nostalgia around these sort of games, and you know, people of our age may want to be able to share it with the kids that they have, and we think that we have a unique way to kind of bridge that intergenerational play.
That's cool. So rolling into this, Lizette, like how did you come up with this particular game? And then can you talk about the premise of it, because it's extremely interesting.
You know, I think all good games that kind of hit the zeitgeist often reflect like the conversation we're currently having, and the conversation we are all currently having is AI. So
like a 90s rap song.
So I was like, you know, let's you know, and there's a assumption.
Oh my fudge, this is so gay. Cease.
So let's just play out to the worst scenario what that may look like and make it absurd and stupid. So
hey, moderators, please, you have one job. Cease.
AI world look like, and I'm like, well, our pets are still here, so of course they'd be the ones who take over the world. What would that look like, and what would they do with their free time? And then you start doing these really silly, like world and logic exercises, and then you end up with some really wild story, and that's kind of how we ended up here. Carrier Cuties takes place in the future, where AI does what AI is going to do, and eventually humans are extinct. And our pets essentially become sentient and take over the world we've left behind. And they build battle bots in the shape of their former owners to battle out their primitive instincts. And that's sort of the premise behind this.
So they died. So their owners straight up are gone. Yeah. And then they're just like remembering their humans.
Yes.
Did the pets didn't kill them? AI killed them.
Yeah, AI killed them.
Because I'm like, this is so sad.
AI killed them.
Like AI killed them. You know,
yeah.
AI's gonna do what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So let's jump
Man,
into
I hope AI replaces this.
And then I think it would be really interesting to just kind of go over the character design, the pet design, and then kind of your approach to art, you know, and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna try to play and talk at the same time.
I will give you some tips as we're playing.
Okay.
You know, just press X and Y a lot, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so what's the character?
So
this particular character.
This is essentially our boxer and our boxer. So essentially, the boxer pet is piling his humek, as we call it.
Humek.
Really?
And essentially, they appear as humans at first, and as you sort of unlock super modes, their robot abilities.
Oh my fudge.
That's cool. So you,
Ah, jeez.
You guys have pets, dogs.
Yes, we do.
Because
That looks like a Fortnite character.
That's notorious. That's when you're like, when you're like, what the hell are you doing?
It's time for a bath.
Yeah, it's you gotta handle that.
Kind of reminds me of Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
You know, we really want to pull in the humor as much as we can of the characters that we have. You know, and you know, while this is still early,
jeez.
we want to be able to represent the humor and the character and the humanity of it all. So very much like the
Okay, just like in real life, blacks fighting and throwing shit at each other.
Pick up and push different objects in the world. Pick up tables, throw them at your opponent. Ooh. There's hazards in the world as well.
Throw your opponent into the stove. If you hit them against that wall, you'll also see the barrels knocked out on them. So you can also use the world to your advantage.
So I have like homing gloves.
Yeah, the rocket fists.
So how did I get this this power up right here?
So there's power cells, like you just, as you finish, much like the classic game, there's power cells that will spawn across the map. And if you're able to pick up 3, you're able to then transform into what would be eventually your pet mech. That's not represented in this prototype build, but that is something that we will have in the future.
Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean?
So currently, when you get your 3 power stones, you
Oh, my
stay
fudge.
in boxer form. But we are debuting a new character with the new build, where you're actually going to switch to your pet mech form.
Really?
So you're going to have more pet-like abilities once you get your super moves.
Oh, I got deaded.
You can see the pet mech in our current trailer.
Oh, please let this end.
That's right.
Please.
Okay, that's awesome. Which we will debut, or we already have debuted. I mean, you guys debuted it, so
you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
People who were on site at the mix were able to see the actual maquette that I built for it.
Oh, that was cool. So talk a little bit about like the kind of practical creation of the characters.
Yeah, so one of the things when we were talking about what we wanted to do in the studio, I also wanted to change my process of how I created characters and assets, and try to take advantage of, all this new technology we have with photogrammetry.
Oh, jeez. Why did they bring their kid here? Sees. He didn't see it.
So I'm building all the characters in physical clay, scanning them in using photogrammetry, retopologizing them, and then animating them for
Oh, my fudge. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Cease.
effects. So we're taking advantage of, the style and uniqueness that we get from physical materials, and then also
Power Snow vibes for real.
all of the wonderful things that Unreal 5 affords us to kind of push the dynamics and the style and the interactivity of the characters in the world. So it's been, it's a nice mix for me where I get to get physical and use my hands, and then I can get digital and take advantage of, the advantages that come with that.
So how does this differ from when you were at Double Fine? I mean, you've been, like you said, close to 3 decades. How does this differ? I mean, because you wanted to get it more hands-on, but when you were at previous studios, how did you develop art there? Because you were directed and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I started as a character modeler for 12 years and worked my way up until I became like a lead and an art director. So most of my process has always been digital.
You call this a game, damn son? You call this a game? Damn son.
Sketches of a character, you get.
Yeah, we saw everything the game has to offer, like 10 to 20 seconds.
But once
Chicken.
it gets into the 3D phase, often you're in a digital space.
Textbook victim complex. We're dealing with prepared people here.
Designing things physically first.
How do you spend 20 years in the industry producing an Xbox 360 online game?
I've worked in games where we create characters and we don't really see them in 3D physical form until we've made a toy, and by then the design is kind of sealed. So I wanted to nail that down early and making sure it's something like a kid wants to.
And can't believe they're making a PS1 game.
You're thinking of like just in
I am white. I feel more
360
victimized by white people than black people.
how the game will feel not only as a game, but also if kids want to play it, and then probably animation and like just different mediums. Is that? I guess I'm making assumptions right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like the toy.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
I've worked on games where.
Do they have any other characters?
Cease. Mostly digitally, and then when we get to the merch element, the designs fall flat. And there's just a huge amount of opportunity and affinity that people have for their characters, and we want to make sure that the toys and the merch will also reflect that.
That's awesome.
Can we play George Droid?
Tell me a little bit about the Waffle House.
10 years smoking crack, you can't tell me otherwise.
Cultural situation, you know what I'm saying? What other
New Xbox 360 game in 2026.
Like,
wow.
kind of
See it. It's the Ghost of the Goon. KFC.
No one's really
Waffle House accurate.
We know
Watermelon chicken.
Think about this
Fire.
World that we've built. We've very
Think
much
of like Fall Guys with boxing gloves, or a Nintendo fighting game called Arms.
They're emulating their former masters. They would.
If Elden Ring was made by black people, it would be in the newspaper in every single country.
So,
The State of Delaware Wilson Games is about to start on the PS channel.
Friday at the Wolf Mart or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
The county fair.
The county fair. The swap meet. This is like, this is going super like, you know what I mean?
Coachella. All
Coachella?
like all these different things, right?
Coachella.
Oh my
outside
gosh, this
the
is so
porta
gay.
potties, all these
Sit.
Where do people fight? At Little League games.
Little League games.
So, but the thing is, this is kind of an extraction.
Warner.
Exactly. It's an extraction of where would people fight.
Well, essentially, if AI engulfed all of
Waffle House.
where would
Swap meet Louie.
That is fantastic.
The concept artist got arrested for drawing these dude's lips.
I want to see the.
We was Aryan gods and see it.
Bystanders for people who don't have the dope. Mechs,
every single industry that promotes DEI or still like this is bad. Why would someone cater to non-white people?
The window, and then they have the people on the other side of the window throw them back in.
That is so good.
Like, well, that's Ultimate Waffle House. So
Ultimate
that's definitely
Waffle.
going.
I'm getting destroyed.
Phenomenal.
So we're looking into a lot of this is there's so much to be explored, right? And there's so many callbacks and references that we want to pull into the game itself. And we can build into this that we are really excited to kind of chase down.
What other animals are going to be debuted in the game?
Seas, it's the same gameplay like Seas.
On our character lineup, kind of exploring different fighter styles.
Okay, does this game only have one character with different colored boxing gloves or what?
One of her books is called Metamorphia, and she kind of focuses on this really great.
Imagine if it was called White Voices in Gaming Showcase, how would the reactions would be?
What would a house pet look like, and the likeness between a pet and their own.
Holy screen tearing Batman.
Kind of playing around with birds.
Denise finisher, please.
Oh, nice.
Anything you consider house pet, turtles.
Jeez.
Cats, of course, gotta have a cat and a dog.
Chad, I'm more tempted to show you my Twitter feed, but I hope it ends early. I need to get ready for Sony State of Play. Cease.
Typical house pet.
That's super cool. So what do you how far are you in I know you guys are pretty early on.
Left how cartoonishly realistic the scenarios are. Hey yo, where my pit bull at? Can you pet the dog?
5%, if that.
I'm Austin Nara and we've seen 8 games. That's insane. Where my pit bull at, dog?
This is just even the start of our visual look.
Please wrap it up.
Still, look development.
Hamster character with a self-destruct attack.
To integrate. There's a lot of different things that I want to try and get into the game. I want to try and push this so that the game is very approachable for
all right, hurry.
Intergenerational play. So play with your kids. But I very much think of this as play with your kids, put your kids to bed.
I need to
when you're playing with your friends, you want
react to. No, wait.
I want to put a lot more.
I need to react to Sony State of Play.
To kind of push the play space a bit. You have games like
hurry up, I need to react to Sony State of Play.
You only lose one power cell. I'm thinking, what if we added a little bit more skill into it, where if you throw an object and it's kind of not targeted or automatically thrown at the person, but you're
is this video repeating?
Hit them at a particular
the dock controls you.
Drop 2 power cells as opposed to 1, right? Trying to find ways to add a little bit more nuanced play, so that you can discover new tactics to outplay your opponent.
Truth nuke.
That's interesting. I remember, I'm a big fan of Power Stone. Power Stone 2. Power Stone 2 felt less of a fighter because the worlds were everything was moving and that kind of thing.
How do blacks do it?
It'd be interesting.
So all brown and black people are the same. Doesn't matter if Indian, Arab, Somali, South African.
So that's awesome.
Do
Don't forget the Jews. You sort of have to leave out the Jews when it's convenient. Blah blah blah.
Focused on defeating the other team and working together with your partner to make that happen. Right.
Find new master.
The arena
Hey yo, where the chud mech at?
The arena is kind of shines as well.
Dog's still an IQ upgrade over them. Is that their grandkid? Jeez.
So there's a lot of places to take this game.
The talk show took longer than the death time. I thought they were watermelons, but they were chairs. Where do blacks get these ideas?
For example, time it has.
What a haymaker.
So we're kind of really looking at making the arena a character all its own, and that it adds a level of randomness that makes every match fun.
Yeah, and the pets aren't gonna get hurt.
Of course, that's why they're in the box.
Okay,
that's not your pet.
Yeah, because I was about to say, you know what I mean? You throwing it in front of a subway, you can't.
No. They master technology.
Pet mechs, but they're box.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So where can we find out more about Carrier Cuties, Cornerstone?
You can find our Steam page, Carrier Cuties, Pets and Mechs, but we also have a site that you can go to.
Oh, jeez.
C-Stone Int Studio. Start page, and you'll be able to.
No joke. They probably spent more time in this interview than they put into developing that demo. Yep. Yep.
You could follow us on socials at C-Stone Studio.
C-Stone Int Studio.
C-Stone Int. I was like,
I don't care.
I like hesitated. Like,
how much you want to bet?
C-Stone
at least 3 of these games will finally be released by next year. Because I doubt it. George Soros funding or something.
And congrats on everything. I mean,
Let's see,
jumping in feet
let's
first
see.
To make a game
Brought to you by.
Thank you for having us.
It is not for
Black.
No, not at all.
BlackRock.
On to the next segment too. This was awesome.
Oh man, come on. This shit is still ongoing. Come on. Please end it. Solo work, maximum crash. Go north, Gazoo type. Toss down. Okay, another top-down game. Scrubbing trouble. Really? What? Jay and Silent Bob? What? Sonic Blunt Punch? Wait, what does this have to do with niggas? The rabbit hole. It looks cute, but I'm not a big fan of cozy games or farming games. People who play farming games really don't know how to farm in real life. Oh, that looks interesting. Why didn't they show this shit in the beginning? Fuck. Seriously. Jeez. Oh boy. Okay, that Jay and Silent Bob video game, that actually looks kinda cool. Not gonna lie. Jeez. I think I know why they didn't do a long feature on the Jay and Silent Bob game. Jeez. Jeez.
Excited for all of them, but like, what was your favorite?
Holy shit, this isn't over yet? Fuck.
I mean, I'm a longtime Jay and Silent Bob fan, so just that nostalgia alone was enough to get me pumped up and excited, for sure.
Valid.
On my fudge. On my fudge.
Give a big shout out to all of our devs today, Jesse, Stevo, and the entire Cornerstone team. Be sure to put a lot of those games, most of those games, on your wish list while you can, and we are going to toss it over back to Justin.
Alright.
Thank you, Curtis.
No, it's
and
finally
Lauren, for
over.
hosting the show. Great to see
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank
Love
Fudge.
those interviews.
Woo!
Love the
Jeez.
devs
Holy
and all
shit.
that. So good. Thank you all for tuning in, and the developers who are participating in these showcases and in this one in particular. Make sure to follow the developers on their socials, wishlist, buy, and play their demos.
Yeah,
If
my
you are
fudge.
interested in helping to
Most of this
fund
was just
some
a
of the
yap
projects that you
fest.
saw on the
Yap,
show,
yap, yap.
You could donate to the XP Fund through the QR code on the screen and connect with us if you're interested in additional investment opportunities. We have to give it up to our partners, No Rivals, Aurora Broadcasting for
Yeah,
being
my
on the
fudge.
ones and
I don't
twos,
care.
Raw Fury for helping to make this thing possible, and our broadcasting partners, Summer Game Fest. Thanks for including us again, Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, and Steam. Make sure to catch all of the other awesome showcases happening this week. There's so many of them. The Latin America Game Showcase, Women-Led Games, Southeast Asia Game Showcase, Frosty Games Fest, Wholesome Direct, Story Rich, Planet Play, India Game Showcase,
Yeah,
Day of the
yap,
Devs,
yap.
and more. My head's about to pop. Again, I am Justin Woodward, co-founder of Black Voice of Gaming and the Experience Studios platform.
Ah, my fudge.
See you guys
Niggas,
soon,
quiet.
and peace.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, this Black Voices in Gaming, it really sucked. I mean, there was like 2 games that I like. The Battery game, well, 3 games. The Jay and Silent Rob game, and the Netcode game, but it was too much yapping. Like, so the games first, then do the interviews. Cease. Fudge. Anyway, Moonies, wow, it was fun to poke fun. It was hilarious to poke fun at these Black Voices in Gaming and see it, nigga. Make sure you follow us on Twitch, Kick. And we're also streaming on Rumble. We're going to be streaming the Sony State of Play. Hopefully they show us some good games. Also, we're going to be streaming Sony State of Play on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. And plus, we have a surprise for you. So make sure you stay with us and join us for the ride. Woo! Even though Summer Games Fest was pretty awful, well, we'll be able to get more laughs through this. And also follow us on YouTube and Twitter, and all of our socials are on my links page. And you can find our merch stores on our link tree. I'm MoonliightGaming, and see you on the other side of the moon. Oh, you can find us on YouTube through Moonlight Artists. Cease. Well, bye, niggas.